Krim just sprinted out of the booth. He's running to the bathroom as quick as he can. OpTic, they have their back against the wall, and we saw them struggle with uplink. A very strong finish to that CTF, as it looks like all players are going to take a break. But Ben, we're going to have this game number 4. What is the map this time? It's definitely not Biolab.
No, it's definitely not Biolab. It's going to be uplink on comeback, and Scumpy told me earlier on that that's actually one of their preferred maps.
Did you see what Formal was doing on this map earlier?
Yeah, I did. So potential game 5, who knows? But take nothing away from FaZe, because that uplink earlier on was incredible. Aches, he was just dismantling OpTic Gaming in that first best of 5.
What a series this has been. Back and forth, just when you think FaZe is in a position to go 3-0. OpTic stepping up big. Guess who was the man of the hour for me in that one? All of those cuts came from Nadeshot. We saw it in the kill feed. I believe he got 3, if not 4 stops on players who were chasing Formal with that final flag.
Yeah, it was unbelievable play. You know, you recognized Formal was going to dip out to that right-hand side, and all of a sudden picked up an amazing 2-piece. That allowed Formal to get even further, and as Nadeshot tracked back, he cleaned up the rest of FaZe. Unbelievable flag run right there.
And that's a little bit of rub for Mr. X. He's used to that.
He loves it.
Guys, thank you for hanging out with us all night long live on stream. We're trying to keep this stream alive until the players get back in the booth. Do not want to throw it to another commercial break. We want to hang with you right here. Keep your tweets coming in, guys. Let me know at MLG Puckett. Who do you think this is going to take this? Let Benson know at Benson_EU. Is it going to be OpTic with the rally? Or is FaZe going to take our first tournament for Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, FaZe looking very, very strong. You've got to give them props, of course. Going through that first best of 5 is never easy. Let's not forget the story of today. Aches playing with stitches in his right hand and is still managing to pick up a lot of victory. Because when Aches came in today, we kind of all sat there and were like, well, what is he doing? What has happened? They get 3-0'd to start the day, and then all of a sudden, as soon as they're in losers bracket, they just go on this mad tear to find themselves in the grand final in a second best of 5, 2-1 up against OpTic Gaming.
That kid is awesome.
That's
He's been here all weekend long.
That's going to be a meme. That's on the internet somewhere.
Meme it up,
Someone's
boys.
memeing it. Best meme wins, go.
It's getting bright in here for Keemstar. Agony getting pumped up. And wow, this one. I'm looking at the rest of the maps here, Ben. If we see OpTic take this game on uplink comeback, which is arguably their best map so far from what we've seen, we're going to see Search and Destroy on Recovery.
Yes, we are. Recovery, fantastic Search and Destroy map. I'm excited to see if it does go to a game 5. I feel like it would be fitting. You know, the first Advanced Warfare Grand Final, if it did go all the way to the second best of 5, you know, game 5 as well. We had the S&D earlier on, which went all the way to round 11. It seems these two teams are just inseparable. My big problem is, though, that uplink that we saw earlier on from FaZe was so potent. It really was. It was the only game type that we've seen between these two teams in this grand final that we can say was one-sided.
Right. Everything else has gone down to the wire. And we're looking through at those last stats, and I was really impressed by Slasher at the start of that one. Scumpy and Nadeshot coming alive at the end, but really, you're going to need some big sling to lead the charge. That's what we saw from Scumpy. Last time they played comeback on the main stage, Form was right behind him, calling the shots. Scumpy would lead the charge, Form would go in for the dunk.
Yeah.
Who's doing it on FaZe, though?
Who's doing on FaZe? Well, Aches, he's making all the plays, you know, to be honest with you. Whether it's receiving the pass or actually doing the pass, he's doing it all, and that's the key. Because he can be very sneaky at times. He's slipping behind enemy lines, and he's making those shot calls. Whether it's the actual play or just calling it out to his team, he's definitely the one making the decisions.
It looks like we got Krim back in the booth here for OpTic Gaming over on the other side. Do you see all 4 members of FaZe?
Looking through, I've got Aches in there somewhere. I think we may be missing one. In fact, no, everyone is in that booth.
We got the Australians in the crowd as well. Signed some autographs for those guys upstairs a bit earlier on, coming all the way to the U.S. to watch this match. It's time for the grand finals. We're continuing the map loading up. It's time for some comeback for our final game of Uplink.
And there you see the map on your screen. The FaZe fans getting a FaZe chant going. The OpTic fans just looking across the hall in shock. See, OpTic fans need to make some noise, man. Get behind your team, get a chant going for yourselves, because you don't want to be outdone by the FaZe fans.
The OpTic fans burned out after the first best of 5, it looks like. That side of the room is quiet, and what's surprising here is FaZe not only has a lot of fan support, they have a lot of fellow pro support out there in the crowd.
They do. There we go. That's what we want to hear in Columbus. The Let's Go OpTic chant and the Let's Go FaZe chant competing for this grand final. And what a grand final it's been, Puckett.
We're taking a look right now. It's going to be Apathy on the screen. Moving up for this uplink. Sensor and Aches also in the kill feed. Down to Scump and Nadeshot, but Krim is going to be baited into grabbing this satellite first.
Apathy with drone in hand is going to play that pass directly to Sensor. Sensor is trying to get away, but no, does go down bottom middle. And Slasher being very sneaky, just going to wait, take his time. Scump's going to try and run past him. Drone goes down, not going to be able to pick up the two-piece though. Sensor last man up, and it's going to be Crimsix with the satellite drone. Control, he's going to go for the one-point play. Surely, no, he's going to go straight for the two-point play. Oh, he gets it! Crimsix, that was so brave, but he managed to get it, and that's on the bad side as well of comeback. Scumpy 5-2 as well, kicking things off. Going to try and camp that satellite respawn area, but not going to be able to do so. Slasher now, he has the drone, and he's making his way down the right-hand side. Can FaZe try and reply? It looks like that base is wide open.
You see those red arrows sprinting to get underneath their uplink. They're going to try and go for an interception, but no one is stopping Slasher from jumping that in. FaZe answering right back. Just a minute 20. We've already seen 2 slams, and Scump back on this satellite is going to be looking for a big pass. His teammates need to get into position. You can see it on the mini-map. Solid defense so far from FaZe.
Aches now with the drone, trying to escape. Not going to happen. Formal shuts him down, and he picks it up immediately. And there's actually only going to be one player to his right-hand side. Luckily, there were players just more, and he's gone for long. No way, it's not going to bounce in.
Did it bounce in?
No, it's
yes.
It did!
OpTic giving up 3-2.
Oh my lord, from downtown. Managed to get the one-point play. 3-2 now in favor of OpTic Gaming. Formal up top, trying to just make sure that FaZe don't get control of the satellite drone. And players being taken down, left, right, and center. Apathy now with control. Last man's going to be Crimsix, and Apathy should be able to reply with a one-point play, but it's going to be an alley-oop. Oh, the alley-oop is real. FaZe, 1 point in the lead.
Nice job by FaZe on the retaliation, but look at Scumpy. Scumpy to Nade. Nade gonna be taken down. Scump also cleaned up. Krim last man on this side of the map, and FaZe is just gonna be pushing this ball away from him. The satellite taken to the left side. Krim cleaned up from 2 different angles. Sensor now with the objective. They're gonna push it to green. If anything gets a little rocky, look for him to toss this one out. Aches though, 2. Slasher gets 1. Nadeshot answers back on Slasher, but Sensor.
Oh my god, he's missed it! Sensor just missed from point-blank range. He has had an absolute shocker, but Apathy is there, and Apathy will get the 2-point play. That was almost very embarrassing for FaZe right there, Puckett.
What a cleanup by Apathy and Aches. Your kill feed all blue at the moment. The FaZe squad, your Sentinel team, dominating after a strong start from OpTic. They have brought it back from 3-2 to lead 6-3.
Sensor now with the drone. He's immediately going to go down, but look how close it is to OpTic Gaming. Something Aches is going to be the last man there. He's not going to be able to get anything done, so Nadeshot's going to run it out. 3-point game, 1 minute 40 still to play.
All red kill feed as well. Krim and Scump coming alive. Nadeshot waiting for some protection. Sitting at 7 and 8. Very few engagements for him so far. Going for the long toss. Interception potentially. And it looks like this one not going to go in this time.
Krim is there.
He's got it. Here comes the slam.
There it is. Unfortunately, Krim not able to get any more kills, but Scumpy immediately rushing towards the satellite drone spawn point. He's not going to be able to get it. Formal, he's ready and waiting for a pass, but knows he has to track back now because Aches has control. He's going to get a 2-point play reply. 8-5. Puckett, this game is absolutely insane right now.
As you said, this FaZe team playing from the more advantageous side, at least from what we've seen this weekend. So OpTic, all they need to do is try and keep it close and capitalize when it's their turn. Right now, your kill feed, it's Formal and Scump. They picked up 3 in a row. Nadeshot with the satellite once again is going to be looking for the pass. Only 1 red arrow on that mini-map anywhere near him, and he will not be able to get the pass. Slasher on the fast break now. 1 player here to defend for OpTic. 2 more coming off respawn.
Yeah, Crimsix gets a huge kill right there, and he's going to throw that drone outside, but no, it actually bounced off the wall. Satellite drone is still inbounds. Krim, a bit of a fail there on his part, but it will be neutral for now. 19 seconds left. Can FaZe try and get another capture? That is the question. As Slasher goes down, Aches desperately trying to push forward. It will reset now in the last 10 seconds. And there it is, directly in front of Aches. The stuns go in, 7 seconds left, and FaZe go into the half. 8-5 in lead, unless, surely not. No, didn't think so.
Wow, what a ridiculous start to an incredible game. 8-5, FaZe with the lead. 3-point advantage going into another 5-minute round. OpTic, they need this to force an S&D Game 5.
Now, OpTic, they will be on the better side here of uplane comeback. Can they make it count, though, Puckett? That is the question. Formal on your screens to kick things off. He's going to be pushing the right-hand side. He's going to have Sensor, who's going to challenge him. And Formal actually pretty weak. He's not going to win that gunfight just yet, but both players stay alive. That's what you want to see from Formal. Straight towards the right-hand side. Sensor's going to be there. That's the two-piece from him. Now, can OpTic Gaming try and pounce and potentially get some points on the board?
Looking at the mini-map, 2 blue arrows moving towards that satellite. You have one on the flank as well, so potential for a big toss. Nade shot's gonna shut it down,
Nade
though.
Big play, but he has to dodge that nade. Sensor versus Nade shot. No, not gonna happen. Formal, though, as he pushes towards that satellite drone. Not gonna be able to get any look there.
Krim leading all players at 17 and 15. Apathy on the other side also with 17 now, and Formal is gonna grab this satellite. Unfortunately, players in the middle gonna stop this route. FaZe obviously aware of OpTic's plan and what they did in their previous match here on the main stage. Formal, last man standing, needs to play some solid D. 2 opponents coming through the mid, nades out. Is he able to get the kill with the foul? There it is,
clutch.
just in time.
Oh, and there's a second one from Formal as well. Can he try and get the satellite drone? In fact, it's going to be Scumpy who has it. He's going to be running, trying to put some yards on. I think he's just going to toss that one out of bounds. It's going to reset back in the middle. And now Sensor is going to try and throw it over, and it's going to be Aches who has it. This is going to be a 2-point play for FaZe, and he gets it, and that was what I was talking about, Puckett. Aches, so sneaky.
What a job from FaZe. If you saw it on the mini-map, it was just perfect movement. Here comes the ball once again, though, from our Atlas squad. OpTic Gaming trying to push it up. You see a player on top of the roof setting up, and there we're going to have Krim just toss it in. So 6-10, 2 possessions.
They need the 2 points, though. That's going to be the big thing. And Nade shot, last man up. He's trying to just put those grenades down. And I believe that's actually Slasher, who's up top, ready and waiting for a pass. Can Slasher receive the drone? That's the question. The pass is wide open. He's going to get it. Is he going to be able to get the 2 points? So no, he's not. Sensor, last man alive for FaZe momentarily. Sees Formal, picks up the kill, and he just needs to stay here. Look, if he can get that pass again, oh, he's fallen off the roof, though. That's not what he wanted to do.
OpTic needs the kills because this kill feed has been dominated by FaZe in the last 2 interactions. 2:40 left on the clock. OpTic with plenty of time to work on this OBJ.
Scumpy trying to break out. Formal now, satellite drone in hand, and he's pushing the left-hand side, and that's something which you don't normally see, but the reason behind that is the fact that Crimsix is up top,
nice,
and he's slaying. Can Krim try and receive the ball? I think Krim actually just went down. It was Aches that picked up the kill, so Formal's gonna have to do it himself. There's the 2-point play. 1 possession game in the last 2.5 minutes.
The crowd back on their feet here in Columbus, Ohio. Both sides getting behind their team and getting loud. Sensor with the objective, gonna pass it up. Do they have a player to stop Aches? It looks like Aches is gonna fall. Apathy falls as well, 4 dead. And now Formal has a chance to tie this one up. 1 player to beat. He's spotted. Formal taking fire from all directions. Can't break in quite yet. Krim, last man up for OpTic, needs to set up for defense.
Yeah, sadly he's not gonna be able to do so. Sensor now with the drone. He's gonna have Aches potentially with the alley-oop. He's actually just passed it straight to Aches, and that went to Nade shot. Nade shot with the cover. Luckily gets alive and does the smart play, throws it out, about and turns and burns on Slasher. Nothing he could do in that situation. Apathy up top, trying to desperately defend, and he gets the kill on Nade shot. Fantastically fast tempo game, but Puckett, we're in the last 1 minute 30, and OpTic, they need another 2-point play, but Aches has the satellite drone in his hand. That's gonna go down once again.
Our Sentinel squad struggling to score more points here on our second side. OpTic bringing it back within 1 possession. 1:20 to work with. Krim with this satellite in hand is going to cut it to the right. He's got a teammate behind him. Unfortunately, that teammate's going to fall. Krim with the
1
toss.
possession game.
No catch. Great job by Krim. 2 players trying to intercept it. They missed wide right, and Krim is going to bring it within scoring distance. Can OpTic?
Oh, but Aches. Oh, he got stuck. It got stuck on the wall. Aches trying to get it up. He can't get it.
Slasher and Apathy still in the hunt. Slasher still up, 4 down. OpTic back on the push, and if they get a 2-point play, they will take the lead here.
But you could argue the 1-point play, much safer option at this point. Last 43 seconds, Formal desperately trying to get some support. He's actually passed that to Crim6.
Yep.
And Crim, can he try and get it? Scumps in support, this could be a 2-point play! OpTic Gaming going to the lead!
30 seconds left.
30 seconds
Two
left.
players on the Sentinel squad there, Ben.
It's going to be Eggs. Eggs on the satellite drone. Can he get away? No, he can't. All OpTic Gaming need to do right now is waste the time, and they will force a game number 5. Scumpy's over there. Crim6 is going to have to backtrack, though, because, again, it's going to be all over. Nadeshot has the drone. Just waste time.
Nadeshot going to try and toss it out. 10 more seconds. It's going to get reset. Double nades out for Scumpy. More grenades coming from Crim. OpTic holding on. 3, 2, 1. OpTic is going to force it, game 5.
Oh my God, what a series. OpTic Gaming fans on their feet. Uplink. Oh, what a game time, Puckett.
What a ridiculous night. What?
I have never heard a crowd get so pumped up in a grand final. The FaZe fans, the OpTic fans, huge, huge crowd here in Columbus, Ohio.
All of the momentum back in OpTic's favor. I'm looking into the FaZe booth, and these guys are just bummed out, so frustrated. They thought they had it locked up. They thought they were going to finish this and send OpTic home. Instead, we're going to a final S&D. It is anyone's game.